Today's How to Play Paintball video is brought to you by my sponsors Dyzana, Dye Paintball, Ninja, 187 PV, and Patchwork.
Oh my, we've got some game footage from On Target Paintball in Pemberton, New Jersey, playing Living Dead 6. This is on September 22nd, 2019. This is Adrian from the High Rollers, a buddy of mine. We played on the 5-man team in 2014. We won the 5-man division of the Woodsball World Cup. So he's a good buddy of mine, and he's one of the, I guess, on-field XOs of sorts. He's not wearing an XO armband, but he was getting some directive out there, and in this particular case, we just walked onto the field. We're getting some recon, a sit rep, and I ultimately am told that these players on the other side have kind of moved up during a break. Apparently there was a player injury and they took a timeout, and the other team, now I don't know if this is true, I'm just telling you what was said, that the other team slipped up field and took these buses when they didn't earn them. So we got to take them back. That's fine. Give me something to do. I'm here to brawl. And I'm going to get my own little recon by jumping out into these tires and assessing the situation. So I'm going to look left, throw a couple paintballs to the window, see what happens. I end up getting, I think, 1 to 2 people on these blind shots. And you know these things because you play these fields over the years and you know what can occur by shooting through certain lanes. That over there is the castle. And that is the side of the field where the other team kind of comes in from behind that castle. This is the second half of the day, so the red team is attacking from the far side. We're on the side, well, behind where I'm at, off to my back left, so to speak. And we're at like an elbow. There's a net that comes down and then takes a right angle turn. You'll see right there's the corner of the net there. So that net, that corner there past the ice cream van that I'm running up towards, there's about a 30-foot space between this ice cream van and nets over there at the corner where the other team's trying to wrap around that corner and come down into our area of play. And again, I'm just throwing some blind shot long balls. I'm keeping my body very, very low here. I'm going to get even lower because I'm going to get up closer to this ice cream van, and I don't want anybody from my right to be able to shoot in on me or see me. If they can't see me, they don't have any interest in shooting at me. But again, what is my directive? That bus right there. And I'm going to shoot in that back door. Now here you go. You notice that I didn't just pull the trigger right away. I wasn't trigger happy. I'm assessing. I'm going to make certain that I can get the most bang for the buck when I pull my trigger. And this is the area of the field where I start clocking up the kills. And there's going to be some bad lighting coming up here, some light blowout from being inside this ice cream van. I apologize in advance. When you see me rolling trigger in there, I'm getting 2 to 3 players at a time. It's just like, I could almost start laughing. It was so much fun. And it's kind of like what you're seeing right there. I got 2 players there. I threw another spray, I think, over his head, and he was bent out of shape because somebody bonused him. It was not me, I promise. Now I'm shooting in the back door, but you can't see it because I got the loader leaned out. Bad form, I'm sorry. If you're a paintball aficionado, smack my fingers. I am not holding my gun the way you would like me to. But I'm also really not in a sort of gunplay situation where I need to adjust my form. But here we go, I square up. I think what happened was I just got aware of the fact that it was probably blocking the camera. It's like, well, all right, whatever. But again, I'm down low. I'm much lower than you would normally expect. I'm probably splaying my knees. If anybody's seen me do that shot, some people think it's just a hot dog move, kind of like when I put my leg up on a tree, a foot up on a tree. People think that's a hot dog move. Oh, God, it costs me to explain myself. All right, look here to the right. As soon as I get into this bunker, what did I do? I looked right. And why is that? Because how many times have you seen people run up field and think they're running into a bunker that's going to give them cover, but they don't realize there's an angled shot in on them? I do not like to make that mistake. So as soon as I slid in there, I looked right to make certain that my right hip was not going to get shot up. And I think I got somebody on those tubes there. That's cement tube. Now I'm in the ice cream van. It is going to get yummy. When I start shooting at the front window of this baby, it is just a feast of bodies. They just keep running up, sliding in, and I'm shooting them out. I end up shooting in the back door of the van until one of our players gets in there, and then I start protecting our players as they start running forward. So right now I'm clearing. All this paint you see me shooting, those players are just sliding in, and I'm just owning them. It's not even fair. Okay, so what am I doing here? Why did I stop shooting at the front window and shoot there? I'm constantly changing my shooting lane so that I don't get predictable. So now I'm shooting over their spindles. So I've taken 3 different positions and shots there right away, so that if they saw paint coming from one location and they start throwing paint in on that lane, I wasn't there to shoot. I'm not being predictable. And I'm taking advantage of the fact that there are other lanes in here providing me more bodies to clock up. Those spindles there, I ended up taking 2 out of 4 guys behind them. There's more players over there. You can't see it that well. You can see the tire. Those are the players moving up, and I'm just bombarding them with paint. I end up shooting our zombie, I think more than once. Yeah, my noob moment. My noob was showing. And with that, you can see these props in here. I'm actually going to mistake these props as well, and you'll hear me discuss that in the background. Just ignore that. That's, again, my noob was showing. I had a little bit of heat exhaustion on the day, and honestly, I really was suffering halfway through the day. At this point, I'm saying, hey, guys, I'm the tip of the spear. I get it, but why are we not all up here? And inevitably, they all come up. You'll see Adrian under the hood of this ice cream van soon as we're playing. And that's where we'll probably close this baby out. You know, I was set out to meet an objective for the team, and the beauty of being an up man, when you get that key position, there are dividends, and that's what happened here. You know, with if the risk is little, the reward is little. If the greater the risk, the greater the reward. You've heard it all before, I'm sure. But paintball is a game of risk management, and I simply played it smart to get to this position. I didn't have to get into gunfights to win this position. I just had to play it smart. And at the end, I got to be the person who was handing out headaches. So with that, we're going to start to wind this down. I'm going to share with you a little bit about, if you want to get into my head and play like me and understand what my mental model is, my check down list in game of the things that I have learned over the years and I apply as I move through every situation and the dynamics of those situations, you need to buy my book, The Paintball Bible. Actually, it's DangerMan's Paintball Bible, because there is a book on Amazon called The Paintball Bible. It has a picture of somebody on there in camo. It's kind of boring looking. It's got bad reviews. My book, DangerMan's Paintball Bible, is much deeper than tips and advice. It's all about technique, and I'm not going to drone on about it. If you want to learn better paintball, buy it. It's $12.95. If you want the hard copy, it's going to cost you a little more. You can buy it at my website as an ebook for $12.95, dangermanslair.com, or you can go to Amazon and buy it as an ebook. I'll make less money if you buy it from them as an ebook, but either way, I hope that you will leave a book review after you read it. If you want the paperback, you definitely got to go to Amazon, and they will charge you more than $12.95. And it is beautiful and full color, high resolution. Well, this is kind of like extra footage at this point. You know, I've got the whole team up here now. We've accomplished the goal in which we set out to accomplish. We pushed Red out, and it's kind of strange because I've played on Red for years and I love that team. And for me to be playing on the blue team this year was a real treat, because the General is the owner of Dyzana Sports, one of my sponsors, the maker of my jersey, producer. And if you're looking for jerseys, I really hope you will check them out. Tim Souder was our General, and I was really glad to play under him because we pulled out a win that I don't think everybody expected Blue to win this game, because Red wins it year after year. I've played on Red team year after year, and they are great players. But the recruitment was a serious effort for blue to balance this out, and it ended up being a game. And I do hope that red respects, blue's win, and they're not going to poo-poo all over it, because I certainly loved, these guys across the field shooting at me, knowing just how good they are. And with that, I think we're just about at the end of this. I don't want to get boring. I'll share a couple other details here before we go. The comment, shares, and the likes, that deal. Now, if you want to be like DangerMan, if you want to know what I run with, my current rig in this video is the DSR by my sponsor Dye. It's going to run you about a cool 900, and it is worth every penny. It is a long-term investment. It'll take you from rec ball to tournament play, so it's that one gun you can own and take you everywhere. I'm running with an R2 loader, and I should be compressing that at this point because I've shot through a lot of paint. I'm running with the Dye boomstick, ultralight, a Ninja stubby tank. It's a 45-50 and probably puts out about 1,000 shots, about half case paint. So anybody who thinks that a small tank is not a good investment, whatever. I run with the i5 mask from Dye as well, and if I could ask them to do anything, it would be to make a visor. That's why I wear my little hoods, my Assassin's Creed hoods that I make myself. Otherwise, I hate hoodies, as you know. And the only reason I wear it is because it creates a visor effect so I can keep the glare off of my lens. All right, see you in the next video, everybody. I really appreciate your comments, shares, and likes. Peace and love incorporated.
It's too much for any man.